Alabama offensive lineman Tyler Booker joins us each week, courtesy of Roback. Get all your great game day gear, golf gear, amazing pullovers, and pants at Roback.com. Use code TNR20 for 20% off your initial order at Roback.com.
We're about to talk to Tyler Booker, who I got a great video of him celebrating with the fans and leading the band. But Daryl, who's a big fan of our show, got to meet Tyler on Friday because a friend of his, Becky and Garrett's son Gabe, was who suffers from cerebral palsy, was part of the Tide Teammates tradition that Kalen DeBoer has brought to the University of Alabama. And on Friday, Gabe got a chance to score a touchdown with the team in practice. But afterwards, when Gabe and Becky and Garrett were getting in their car, they bumped in to Tyler Booker, who I'm sure was caught up with a lot to do to get out of town. And Tyler took the moment to not only spend some time with Gabe, as you see on the screen right here, but then all of a sudden said, you know what, I think I have some game-worn gloves in my car. And he went and got them and signed them for the family and passed it along. And the family sent word to me over the weekend that not only is Tyler Booker a great All-American lineman, but he's an even better person.
Yeah, fortunately, we could have told you that, and I'm glad somebody else got to see it, Book. How are you, man? You're a good dude. You're a good dude for doing stuff like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I just want to thank Gabe and his family for coming out and spending some time with us. It was great to meet him, and I was glad I left those gloves in the car, and everything happens for a reason, so I was able to pass those along to Gabe and his family. But how are you guys doing this morning?
Doing fantastic. I imagine you're doing well. I mean, a lot we want to talk to you about from that game, but you have told us before, one of the things you enjoy the most is emptying a road stadium. And that one was the definition of an empty road stadium. Nobody wanted to stick around to see the end of that.
Yeah, I guess everybody wanted to beat the traffic after they knew it was going to happen. But that's our goal whenever we travel, whenever we're going to an enemy stadium. We want to empty it out, and we want to see how soon we empty it out. And I think people started to leave. A majority of the fans were gone around, I think, like 8 minutes left in the third quarter. It was pretty early, but that's a result of us doing our job and playing to the standard and doing what we're capable of doing. And we just have to be able to capture what we did on Saturday and build upon it.
You know, we talked about it earlier. Even a bigger kick to the teeth for LSU is the fact that Nick Sheridan and the offensive staff leaves the booth and comes down to the field there at the end to celebrate with you guys. Was it like looking around and seeing those guys down there on the field?
It was great. You know, it's always tough having. It's not tough. It's an element that we have to deal with the coaches being up in the booth. So usually not able to see them until either you get on a bus or you're in the locker room. So to be able to embrace them as we're winning, that was great.
Okay, everyone's talking about it. Jalen looked 3 steps faster than he had the last few games. What was the difference in your opinion?
I feel like we just did a much better job of blocking up front. I feel like this is definitely our best game to this point. And the thing that I'm encouraged by the most is I feel like as an offensive line, we played an okay game. We left a lot of yards on the table. We left a lot of blocks on the table. I mean, we were 3rd and 4th and 1 a couple of times. I think we only converted once, and that's just simply unacceptable. We need it whenever it's 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. When our numbers call, we need to answer. So that's where we need to improve. But I feel like we did a better job for Jalen. And as we go into practice tomorrow, we look forward to practicing better so we can open up even more holes for him and the running backs this weekend.
So 2 weeks of time without a game can help a guy's speed like that as much for Jalen, because you all looked fresh, but he looked fresher than anyone.
Yeah, I mean, a bye week helps. The bye week helps having that time off, allows people to get their bodies right, and also allows the coaches to see which schemes work the best against which defenses. So I feel like everybody in the building took advantage of the bye week.
Tyler Booker is with us. Don't forget all your Alabama coverage, covercrimson.com. Join for $1 for the first month. The Cover Crimson website there, covercrimson.com, and also the Cover Crimson YouTube channel with great original programming there at the YouTube channel, Cover Crimson, covercrimson.com for everything. We asked you last week, what did you learn from struggling with the crowd noise in Neyland Stadium? You understandably were vague, but you guys had a different plan. It showed I guess you were comfortable with the plan going in, but when you saw it working, how much more comfort did it give you in that game knowing you guys had a much better plan for dealing with crowd noise?
I mean, I was very comfortable even this week during practicing it a lot, working with Parker and Jalen on it on a guard attack. That's something that we were very confident in, and just making corrections from Tennessee to this past week, and it definitely helped and it definitely paid off. So we were very confident going into the game.
As an offensive lineman, what's more exciting, the fact that your quarterback stays clean the entire game, 0 sacks, or the fact that you guys go 10 of 13 on third downs?
Oh, I'll say 0 sacks, because, and that's just me personally. That might attest to me as a person. Like I'm a natural protector. I'm a natural protector. I don't like seeing people I care about get hurt, and I care about Jalen a great deal. So whenever you have to pick Jalen up off the ground after a sack, that's a horrible feeling. So to come out of a game with 0 sacks, that's great, and we want to keep feeling that feeling. So we have to continue to improve this week.
Yeah, you almost stepped on my toe jumping out of the crowd, so you are a natural protector. That would have crushed my foot if you had done that. You got to run and jump in. You led the band. I hope I sent you that video. You led the band, and then you jumped in with the fans. You don't get to do that a lot, and you guys seem to be taking advantage of enjoying that moment. What was the locker room like when you guys got in there and the coach was able to address you? You don't have to give me details. I just want the mood and the emotions.
Excitement. I'll definitely say excitement, and for 2 reasons. For the first reason, we're excited because we won the game. We went on the road in a place that the last time we were there, we actually lost. So just excited to win, being grateful to win. But the second half of that excitement comes from like, oh gosh, like when we do what we're supposed to do, we're pretty good. We're a great football team when we do what we're supposed to do. So knowing that, we just have to continue to play to our standard and play to if everybody does their best one snap at a time, the only person that can stop us is us. Yeah.
I believe it was Milroe's long touchdown run, the longest touchdown run, 72 yards, I think it was.
I think so, yes.
Where an end zone camera shows you make a devastating block and then you let the defender know about it. Do you remember what you told him?
I was just asking him if he was all right.
You phrase it a little differently?
Yeah, were those the exact words?
Not necessarily, but the message got across.
Okay. Are you all right? Did you help him up?
No, of course not.
What was the post-game meal on the way back?
The post-game meal on the way back. Man, I don't even remember. I don't eat on a plane, man. I'm just so hyped up. I'm not even hungry. Like, but when I got back, I think I stopped that cookout before I got home because that was the only thing I was open.
Well, I bet you could destroy a cookout.
The most confusing menu of everything.
It gives me so much anxiety. Like that menu is just crazy.
I just tell them what I want, and however they put it together is how they put it together.
Okay, so do you remember what you ordered Saturday night?
I do, but my dietitian watches this, so we're gonna keep that on the low.
There's a 24-hour rule. Yeah. Hey, I think I'm right about this. You guys never saw the fake live tiger, not fake live, but the non-mascot live tiger, right? You guys were in the locker room the whole time it was on the field, or did y'all come across it at all?
No, I just feel sorry for the tiger. Like it wasted his time and everybody else's time. So sorry to him.
I love Book's trash talk.
No refund, no cash back.
It's the nicest trash talk in the world. It really is. Yeah. I see Tyler Booker is with us, covercrimson.com. Join for $1 for the first month, covercrimson.com. I see all the sites that grade like Cole Kublik and Pro Football Focus College. They graded you out high and said that might have been the best game you played at Alabama. Did you feel that personally? And does that match whatever you've been told by the coaching staff?
I definitely graded out high as being ranked from the coaching staff, and I do feel like it was one of my best games personally. I feel like my pass protection has gotten better. I was great in the run game, but this coming week has to be the best game that I played at Alabama. Just like up until Saturday, the Missouri game was the best game I played at Alabama. So every week I'm looking to create a new personal best.
So the rat poison is going to start coming out because I've said it, Brown said it. We believe that version of Alabama is the best team in college football. Now you've got Mercer, Oklahoma, and Auburn. How do you guys stay grounded for those 3 teams that you're going to be really, really big favorites in all 3 of those games?
Focusing on us. Like every opponent is nameless and faceless. So We just have to make sure that we're playing Alabama football. And this is something that we've been preaching from the jump. But now that time has gone by, we bumped our head twice. We touched the stove twice. We really believed it. So no falling subject to the rat poison now. We know we have to play Alabama football. But that starts all of our aspirations of winning a national championship, doing this, doing that. That starts by going into practice tomorrow morning, starting fast, and having a great practice.
Yeah, you notice he and Ryan said that you guys could be the best team in the country.
We've said it, Book.
I didn't say that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he actually had LSU beating you guys.
Yeah, I did. I thought LSU would win the game, and I will tell you you're the best team in the country in January if you get there. Okay?
There we go.
There we go. All right.
We just projected. Hey, I will say one of the reasons Lance and I are already ready to say that is your defense seems to be improving week after week. That is now 8 quarters of football with 1 garbage time touchdown and 8 quarters of SEC football. What have you seen from the other side of the ball that has improved?
Everybody, there's a lot more leaders on that defense, and there's always been leaders, but guys are being more vocal. You see guys holding each other accountable. They're really ready to get after it, and I just think that it probably took a little bit of time because everybody was still trying to figure each other out. And what people fail to realize is that whenever even though the college football video game came out, that's not how this works. Like we are real people, and we have to understand what our coach wants, and our coach has to understand what we want. So it takes a little bit of time to gel and come together as one, as a coordinator and as players. So once we gel together, once we get that groove with one another, that's when we're at our best. And I feel like the defense has definitely hit that groove in the past couple of weeks, even since the Tennessee game. I feel like they played a great game as an offense. We just have to play better as an offense. We're starting to hit that groove as well. So as those relationships build, the outcome on the field will be even better. But that's what people have to realize.
Yeah, and I do wonder, though, Book, like in the Missouri game when Kane Womack chose to put the starters back in to preserve that shutout, I mean, it's dummies like us that call things like that a turning point, but it felt like a turning point for that defense. It felt like that. I don't know. They've just felt different since that point.
Yeah, every week you're either going to send an invitation or a message, and an invitation to like these guys are soft. They're gonna let up when the game's almost over, or a message like we're not going to let you score. We don't care how much time is left. We don't care if we're playing your starters or all your walk-ons. We don't care. Like this Alabama, their mercy is not in our vocabulary.
I mean, Brian Kelly was pissed y'all were still blitzing at the end, and I'm like, dude, you've got your starting quarterback in. And
yeah, they still had their ones out there to get that last touchdown.
I don't know what is it. What's Alabama supposed to do? You've still got your starters in there, and Alabama had a lot of reserves in. They were still blitzing, but Brian Kelly for some reason got pissed about it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Coach Kelly's mind, but I wish him and his team the best of luck for the rest of the season. But like I said, the word mercy is not in our vocabulary. So if you're going to leave your guys out there, you have to be ready for what comes with it.
That's right.
Are you guys still going to see movies on Friday nights?
Yes, we are. We didn't this past weekend because we were away.
So Gladiator 2 next Friday. I don't know if you've ever.
That's going to be the next one. That'll be the next one. For sure.
Okay.
All right.
What did you think of the first Gladiator? Is it a top 10 for you all time?
I haven't seen it. So what I'm going to do now, come on, guys.
You don't need to go to class today.
No. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I would get on that
That's
couch.
what I was about to say. I don't have class today, so I'll definitely be checking that out.
You will absolutely love it.
Okay.
Absolutely, it is incredible.
Yeah, this is gonna have different meaning for you right here after you see it. This move right here. next week we're gonna be able to do this, and you're gonna know what we're doing. Right
Yeah, please watch it. You'll love it.
All right, Book.
I love movies. I'm definitely gonna watch it today.
Yeah, you need to. That's a terrific movie. I think we're unanimous in that. Book, thank you very much for the time. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you next Monday.
All right, thanks. Y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy. You too. Take care. That is Tyler Booker, the Alabama offensive lineman that is with us each week on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. A reminder, CoverCrimson.com has every single thing Alabama for you. CoverCrimson.com and the Cover Crimson YouTube channel with great original programming. Also, CoverCrimson.com with the website and the message board and all of that. You can join for $1 for the first month. CoverCrimson.com. That is CoverCrimson.com.